Latin for in the middle of action. It's a literary and screenwriting trope. And I kind of like the Mission Impossible stuff where Tom Cruise is like right in it. We don't want to see Tom Cruise with his feet
late,
up,
get out early. Right.
Yeah, we usually see him right in the middle of something. And I think it might even come from Shakespeare, because in the Globe Theater, they would start the plays with some spectacle that was loud and weird, like the witches in Macbeth. They're designed to get everybody to sit down and shut up in the theater. So there's that. But I think that in media res in a book, in movies, is so much fun to see your hero doing whatever it is that they do best, as opposed to a day in the life stuff. I don't want to write that where it's some humdrum office dweller who something happens to him. That's fine for a lot of people. I don't want to write that myself. I want to get in the thick of it. So anyway, she goes into this office building and she's delivering a pizza. And in my world, there's been several corporate mergers and then businesses that had to shift to make good with the times. And in this case, Domino's Pizza has had a lot of competition because of all the pandemics that have happened in the 50 years from now to 2076. There's been like 3 or 4 100-year pandemics since in that space. So everybody's delivering food. So in order to get an edge over everybody else, Domino's Pizza made it all dominatrix delivery staff. And after I thought that idea up of changing the O in Domino's to an A for Domino's Pizza, like dominatrix, I Googled it, and there's somebody making magnets and T-shirts with the same idea I had. So I got a T-shirt and a magnet. Anyway, I should probably talk to the artist.
Great. Isn't that fun? You do realize there's the Stevenson homage there too, because of the beginning of Snow Crash.
Yes, there's a couple.
There's an awful lot of pizza delivery in the beginning of Snow Crash.
I maybe that was I don't think that's what inspired it. Actually, I love, like I said, he's my favorite. That was a coincidence because in real life I did this, except for the dominatrix angle. I was getting stonewalled by an HR rep. Wouldn't forward my resume on to a hiring manager, right? And I was like, can you just give me their name so I can email them my stuff directly? And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, so I go and I order 3 pizzas at Pizza Hut, not Domino's. And I convince I put, I get a cheese, like a pepperoni sausage, and then like a supreme, right? And then I put a 1-pager resume taped under the cover of the pizza box on the cheese, and then a medium 2-pager, 3-pager resume and the medium pizza, and then like a 7-page resume of everything I've ever done in the supreme. And then I put them all together, and I tell the dude at Pizza Hut that I'm going to sneak in to this office building pretending to be a pizza delivery guy. And can I please borrow your thermal bag? So I look the part, right? And he's like, yeah, man, sure. I know you'll bring it back. And I was like, okay, cool. So that's a picture I sent you earlier today. And it worked. I walked up to the front desk, and it's actually beat for beat what I wrote in the book, going up and getting challenged. And they're like, what's your name? Who are you delivering this to? And I'm like, the user experience department. We're going to need a name, dude. We can't just let you into the user experience. I'm like, I'm going to get busted. And that's what Faith says in the book. And then this guy comes out of a door behind the security desk, and he's in gym clothes, and he's all sweaty, and water bottle and a towel. And he hears me say, I'm trying to get to the user experience department. And he says, oh, hey, follow me. I'm going that way. I'll bring you in. And then I just follow him, and the security guards don't look happy, but they let it happen. And he buzzes me in. He gets me in the key carded elevator up to the 4th floor, and he lets me go. He goes, oh yeah, they're down the hall to the left. And I just wander around inside this office building until I find the UX team. And I got the name of the hiring manager, and I got to be friends with the UX team. She was in a long meeting, but it all worked out. I didn't get the job because one of the people freaked out that I did this. He thought that was the worst thing ever. So he blackballed me. But it makes for a fun story. And that's what Faith does in the book.